Welcome back to In Focus. I'm your host, Thuy Phan. Before the break, you had a chance to hear the harrowing details of Elaine Đặng unbelievable story of survival of the Kenya mall attacks that happened in late September. In this segment, we'll find out more about how she is coping and what the next step is now that she is back on her feet.
While all of this was happening back in California, her parents had no idea that their daughter was a part of the siege.
Khi mà cô nghe được con gái lớn của cô á, nó lỡ tiệm cô làm á, nó nói cho cô nghe không, lúc đầu nó chưa có nói liền. Cô đang làm cho khách thì cô thấy cái mặt nó đỏ đỏ, cô hỏi nó có chuyện gì, cô tưởng nó có bị cái gì, nó nói má mì con không có bị gì hết, con có cái này nói cho má mì nghe. Mà nó nói nhưng mà má mì phải calm. Thì cái cô mới tưởng đâu em nó, chắc em trai nó hay sao, cái nói không phải. Thôi má mì xong đi, rồi cái nó chờ cô cỡ 7 phút, cái nó mới ra xe nó ngồi, nó nói má mì con muốn má mì ra xe ngồi, cái đừng có đứng. Cái xong cái cô ra xe ngồi, cái cô mới hỏi nó chuyện gì vậy. Cái nó mới nói là em nó bị ở bên kia lộn xộn, bị bắn. Cái cô mới hết hồn, cô nói cô nghe cô muốn xỉu luôn, nó nói trời ơi giờ nó cái sao không. Cái nó nói má mì em con không có sao, nó ok, nó survive má. Thì lúc đó cái cô cũng muốn xỉu hơn là ngồi ở xe, người nó run hết trơn. Cái cô mới nói chết, nó mà bị cái gì cái cô cũng chết theo nó luôn á. Nhưng mà nó nói má mì không sao đâu, em con nó ok, má mì em con ok. Mà trước đó, thì cô làm á, thì cô có nghe mấy người mà, tại cô làm tóc á, cô nghe mấy người làm nail nói trời ơi sao bên kia nó bắn, mà mình không biết bên kia là ở đâu, mình nghe nó nói tiếng bắn thôi. Rồi cái sau cái các bà khách mà người South Africa của cái người làm chung với cô á, nói là ở bên hình như cái bên nước South Africa tụi nó bắn nhau, nó vô trong mall nó bắn á, mà không có nói thành phố nào, ra cô không có biết. Cái một hồi lát nó con gái nó lỡ, cái cô mới nó vừa nói xong kêu ngộ, cô ngộ ngoài xe cũng 10-15 phút mới vô. Trời ơi vừa thấy tivi chiếu nó mới thấy con gái, mặt con gái cô liền wow. Cái trong tiệm nó nói trời ơi chị con gái chị Elaine kìa. Cái cô nhìn nó, cái cô thấy nó giống như là nó đi được, nó ok. Mình thấy mình ok rồi. Nó ok, nó không có sao, nó bị thương mà nó đi được, tức là nó ok rồi. Cái trước mấy ngày đó là cô cũng có coi trong tivi, thấy bắn đổ này kia, mình thấy người ta bị thương mình tội nghiệp dễ sợ luôn hả. Giống như mình nói trời ơi, mình thấy giống như mấy người mình nó khủng bố nó bắn á, mình thấy mình sợ quá. 2 ngày sau mình nghe cái con gái mình ở trong cái trường hợp đó. Trời ơi cái cô mới nói trời ơi. Nhưng mà sau khi mình thấy trong tivi á, nó ok, cái mình thấy mình mừng nha, mình thấy mình mừng, mình mới trời ơi cảm ơn trời Phật cho thiệt, mình có phước đức với con gái mình nó ok. Đó là cái cảm tưởng của cô là như vậy đó.
I think a lot of it is luck. I think a little bit is thinking my way through, but I really feel like, for example, and I've talked about this with my family and friends, you know, the woman right below me was shot. And I actually don't know what happened to her, but that could have easily been me. I mean, I was just a few inches away. And so I think a lot of it is luck and some of it is smarts. But what I want to do from this experience is to understand that I was so lucky, and to understand that, you know, in some ways I've had the opportunity, I would say, to experience what it's like to almost lose my life. And now I need to make sure that I use that feeling, I use that emotion, I remember it to help me do better things and to be happier in my life, and to try to make a bigger impact than what I would have done without this experience.
While the majority of the injuries have healed, Đặng still has a long way to go.
I've been recovering very well, thankfully. So the injuries that I had taken care of in Kenya, they took care of all the major injuries, at least all the urgent ones. So I had glass in my right eyelid that was taken out. I had shrapnel in my forehead that was taken out. Shrapnel in my chest that was taken out. And then I had this large wound on my right arm that was and partially burned, so they removed the burned skin and they restitched this arm. And then I had 2 shrapnel pieces in my leg, 1 in each thigh. They tried removing it, but the one on my left thigh, but the doctors couldn't find it, but they see it in the x-rays. So right now I still have shrapnel in each thigh that we have currently decided to keep in, but we need to speak to a trauma surgeon to decide whether or not that is the best long-term decision. And so those are my main injuries. So in terms of right now, I'm actually, I'm still regaining muscle strength in my left thigh because the muscles were damaged, so I can't fully bend. And then with my right thigh, I have nerve damage behind my right thigh, which doctors say may never fully recover. But I'm doing exercises and some physical therapy to try to rebuild the nerves there.
From this experience, Đặng truly wants to help. She started a fund to help the people of Kenya and hopes to one day go back.
Sau khi chuyện này xảy ra cho Elaine là con gái tôi nghĩ là cũng như bà xã tôi nói, cũng là phần phước đức. Rồi tôi nghĩ ra mình nên làm chuyện thiện nhiều hơn, tức là mình có thể giúp được cái gì ngoài đời mình giúp. Thì con gái tôi nó hay nghĩ giúp đời người lắm, cho nên nó đi qua bên nước nghèo để nó giúp cái nước nó phát triển mấy đứa nít để có chỗ học đàng hoàng, cho nên nó lựa chọn con đường nó qua bển nó giúp. Từ sau khi cái chuyện này xảy ra thì tôi có nói nó thôi bây giờ mình về lại nước Mỹ để mình thứ nhất là để mình chữa trị cái bệnh mình trước, cái nạn mình qua khỏi xong xuôi rồi sau đó con muốn suy nghĩ muốn giúp nước thì con cứ tiếp tục cái đường con muốn đi thì con cứ tiếp tục.
I know from this experience, I'm definitely not afraid to go back to Kenya. It's not a safety issue. I believe that in this world, there's a lot of hate, but there's also so much love that comes from that. And there's so much love that, and in some ways, when you see, hatred, it's the love that is juxtaposed to that is so much brighter. And so what I've learned is people are beautiful, and people in Kenya got together, raised so much money for the victims. Different companies went out to ensure that a lot of the victims didn't have to pay for their medical care. People were donating blood. I just felt such a community where, your class, your tribe, where you're from didn't matter. It was people wanted to help each other. And so that's something that I definitely know that I took away from this experience. And I've also seen in other cities and other countries where, like in 9/11, where after something horrendous happens, people really get together. And I think that's beautiful. And the second thing that I know is no matter the trauma, I think there's so many different traumas out there, a lot that people experience daily, like domestic violence or abuse, or being a refugee or being in a terrorist attack. All these traumas, people deal with it in their own way. And in some ways, I would say, I don't think there's a right way to deal with it. Of course, it depends on who you are as a person, but I want to make sure, during this, even now, I sometimes feel guilty about how I'm dealing with it. I feel guilty that I don't think about it all the time. I feel guilty that I haven't cried in some time. But I think that what I need to remember and what I would like other people to remember is don't feel guilty about how you're managing it. Just know that you're trying your best. And yeah, so those are the two things I do know. And I'm hoping that more revelations, I guess, would come out of it as I spend more time thinking and seeking professional counseling.
Although this experience has changed her in a lot of ways, Đặng says it has not diminished her love for Kenya and its people.
I know for a fact I will go back. I don't know when, I don't know for how long, but I know that I will, and if my family will allow me, I will take them with me. I want them to see Kenya and how beautiful it is, and to meet the family that I have there. My sister came with her boyfriend, and I was so happy because they got to see a part of my life that is very important to me. So I want to bring my parents and my aunt and my brother there if they'll come.
There is no doubt in anyone's mind when they hear Elaine Đặng speak that she is a resilient, strong, and very brave individual. Without her quick thinking and calm reasoning, things could have turned out very differently. We are not only glad she is safe and sound, but proud also that she is one of our own. From this life-changing experience, we are sure that she will use it as a springboard to help others in the future. Until next time, we hope you learn more, live more, and always stay focused. Thanks for watching.